Welcome back to a brand new episode of the Jordan Davis podcast. I am your host, Jordan Davis, and on today's episode, I will be talking about what is the exact future of Ben Solo. After the rise of Skywalker, did we see the last of him? Will we see more of him? And that's exactly what I'm going to be talking about today. So if you like this channel, if you like the podcast and content I provide, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment on all my videos. And if you're new to this channel, I talk about Marvel, DC, Star Wars, everything in blockbuster news. You're going to be hearing it right here. So let's get on with the topic of the podcast. What exactly do I think is going to happen with Ben Solo? Well, I'm going to tell you this from watching The Rise of Skywalker for about 2, 3 times, and from really thinking of it and, and thinking about it. I truly believe he is not dead. Because if you look back at that movie, and even when you really think about how they ended it, it did leave a lot of question marks, especially with Ben Solo. Because, yes, he did fade away, but he really didn't become a Force ghost either. And a lot of people were confused about what exactly did Ben Solo go? Did he go to the world between worlds? Is that where he went? Or did he go somewhere else that we totally don't know about yet? And I've been hearing a lot of people having a lot of questions about where is Ben Solo? Why wasn't he a Force ghost at least? Because I don't believe that he's dead. I think he's just in another dimension. Maybe they'll go into that in novels, comic books, and whatever. But I think there's a reason why they did not show Ben Solo at the end, or at least with Rey as a fourth ghost. I think Ben Solo's journey is still continuing, as I believe Rey's journey is still continuing. Because for a saga that was supposed to end, it really didn't end in my mind, because in my mind there wasn't really a true conclusion to the Skywalkers, because Ben Solo is not really dead and he's not alive either. So there's not really a true definition of what happened to Ben Solo. Now, this could all change in the next couple of months if Lucasfilm confirms okay, he's dead, he's with the Force, he's not coming back. But I don't believe they're gonna do that. I think Ben Solo's fate will be determined by what they do in the future on the big screen. I really do, because I don't know if this is true or not, but I don't think they anticipated Ben Solo to be such popular character that people freaked out on his death. I mean, you did not have people freaking out when Rey was dead. And obviously, we all knew she was never going to die anyway, because, honest to say, that her life was never threatened in the movie. We all we all cared about Ben Solo because we never knew if he's gonna live or die. And I think maybe that's why so many people cared about him. Not just his character, what the character means to people, but they cared a lot for him to live, and they were pretty scared of it. They did not want another Vader. And I think when we look back on it, I don't think we have another Vader with Ben Solo, because I don't think this journey is finished. Now, they could do this journey, they could continue this journey in novels and comic books, animation, and whatever they choose. I just don't think his journey is over yet. I mean, you could do another trilogy with Rey, or you can just do one movie to really settle it if you really want to do that. I mean, there's so many possibilities you can do with Ben Solo, because he really is the new popular character in Star Wars. There's no denying that, and I even believe that whatever is decided, I think, especially with the 2022 release of Star Wars, whatever that movie is, I think, like I said, it's going to determine what they do with Ben Solo. It could be a standalone, it could be a trilogy, it could be anything, really. And it's going to be very interesting what they do because so many people have so many ideas what they can do with Ben. And I think really Ben trying to get back to Ray in whatever way or possible. And I think that would be a great way to really introduce the world between worlds to the Star Wars fandom. And yes, it was introduced into Rebels and all of that. But if you ask a casual Star Wars fan, do you know what the world between worlds is? They're going to say no. So I think that's a great way to use the world between worlds to continue Ben Solo's journey, a journey back to Rey, or you can just do a um, movie of Rey going to find Ben and needing his help to defeat a brand new evil in the galaxy. Not Palpatine, but just a brand new evil. It could just be one movie because I think that could be a really great kind of story to tell to really, give the fans everything they wanted and everything that they need to really just, give them peace. Because a lot of people are leaving Star Wars. And I don't blame them, to be honest. They were lied to. They were telling a story that they they were believing, oh, this is going to be a happy ending. Ben Solo is going to get a happy ending. He's going to be the prodigal son that returns to to his mother, or in this instance, returns to the light. To really turn from his evil ways. And even though we did not get that, I still believe we got something very beautiful in Ben Solo saving the one person he loves from certain death, really doing what Anakin could not. I think that's very beautiful from what we got in this movie. But I just don't think his journey is over yet. I just don't think it is. I think they ended the character too young not to tell more stories. Because even Kathleen Kennedy said they are going beyond trilogies. And the Skywalkers could show up again. And so I'm gonna be honest. Ben and Ray not together is not interesting. I don't want to see Ray and Finn and Poe again in a movie. I don't. I did not get the chemistry with that. I I know that what they were trying to do. They were trying to have these friends go on this big adventure, but the chemistry just did not work. It really didn't. It did not work at all. I think they gave them too much time and they lost their focus on what was important with Ben and Ray and their connection. And I just thought they should have focused on that. So, yeah, I think it's going to be very interesting what they reveal in the next couple of months. Could they tell us in the novelization that he's actually dead or not? No, I think they're going to give us clues. I really do. I think they're going to give us clues. I think they're gonna give us enough clues to tell us, oh, he is not dead. He is in some other mystical dimension that we have never heard of, or we have actually heard of, which is the world between worlds. And really explaining what is the dyad. And I think they could really explain even more why they are a dyad and what is a dyad in the Star Wars universe and how it relates to Ray and Ben and to their connection going forward. So I think that's a yeah, that that's a interesting thing to look forward to, which I am excited to look forward to be honest, because we're all looking for clues. We're all looking for reasons why Ben Solo ended that way in The Rise of Skywalker. And now, will I be disappointed if we never see him again? Yeah, because there is so much potential you could do with Ben Solo. And am I okay with how they end? No, I don't really think I am, but I have accepted it and I saw the beauty in it. I mean, we got Reylo is canon, Bendemption canon, Ben Solo in canon is Han Solo with a lightsaber, and I love that. I love that so much, and his whole character arc through these three movies has been so wonderful. And what they did with Ben Solo in the third act, even though I dislike it a lot that he did not speak and the only words that he said was "ow." I did not like that. I thought he should have spoken a lot more. I thought we should have gotten a lot more time with Ben Solo in The Rise of Skywalker than we did. And I'll always be upset about that, but I'm glad that we got a good amount of Ben Solo in the third act. And I don't think he's done. I think his journey is just the beginning. I think what we saw was the end of Kylo Ren, and we are just in the beginning stages of Ben Solo. And I don't think we're done with that. We got a trilogy of Kylo Ren. Maybe we get a lot more with Ben Solo. Him fading away into the Force and going into some other dimension. Maybe that's just the start of the Ben Solo journey. To be honest, I think that would be a good idea. Now, I think that all has to do with Adam Driver. What is he gonna do next? Does he want to return to Star Wars? He said Star Wars is not his current agenda, but that can change in the next couple years. We don't know. We don't know what's gonna happen in the next couple years with Star Wars. So anything can happen. Weirder things has happened in Hollywood. Believe me. Um, so I think there is hope that Ben Solo is alive. I think there is hope that his journey is not done yet. The journey of Ben Solo has just begun. We got the character arc of Kylo Ren. Now I believe we're gonna have the character arc of Ben Solo. And what that is, I have no idea. I don't know how that's gonna be. But if they do it, I'm excited to see it. But if we never see Ben Solo on the screen again, I'm for sure we're gonna get Ben Solo in comics and novels and all of that, and post the Rise of Skywalker. So I think that's something to be excited about and keep the hope alive, right? Keep doing everything that you can to really tell Lucasfilm Star Wars that you want Ben Solo back. You want to see more stories with Ben Solo. Show that how much you all love Ben Solo. And I truly believe that Lucasfilm will see and they're gonna do something about it. And so yeah, I think that's really what I have to say about Ben Solo and what could happen because it's really a wait and see kind of thing. And it's gonna be all up to Lucasfilm and what exactly their plan is after the so-called ending of the Rise of Skywalker and the Skywalker saga. I think that's really what we can do right now is just wait and see and hope that surely they are not done with Ben Solo and Ben Solo's journey has just begun. So yeah, that's gonna be the end of the podcast today. I want to thank you for listening. But before I go, I want to ask you all a question. What are you mostly anticipating in 2020 in movie wise? What are your favorite movies, TV shows that are you most excited to see are premiering that really gets you excited for 2020? I would love to hear your comments about that and also about Ben Solo. About what do you think the future of Ben Solo is, or do you think he really is finished? So give me some feedback in the comments and tell me what you think. So until next time, I hope you have a wonderful and blessed week and day. And until next time, this is me signing off. Bye.